Well, here's an update on my training. You've reached Talking with Dr. Terry, 180 Seconds to a Better You, message number 166, and I'm Dr. Terry Wurzbacher. I thought I'd let you know how my training was going. As you may or may not be able to imagine, the entire month of June, and of course next month, I am obsessed with walking and the race. Everything revolves around that. This year it's been kind of screwed up for me because I've had so many medical issues and appointments. It's taken me out of the flow of training, but I've done the best I could. I just finished doing something different this year. It was a stretch of 8 out of 9 days walking. I did 4 days of 15 to 18 miles a day, took a day off, and then 4 more days in a row. It was a total of 128.5 miles and 65.5 hours on the road. That's not a lot given the race is 314 miles in 240 hours, but it gave me a great amount of information. The purpose of doing it this way was to simulate as much as possible being out for 8 or 9 hours each day in the heat, coming home, eating, sleeping, and then getting myself back on the road again. Obviously, during the race, I'll be on the road 20 of 24 hours and only get an average of 3 hours of sleep in that 24-hour period. This is a race where you're walking day and night, and since it's unsupported, I got practice carrying all my necessary gear, buying liquids and solid replenishment at the CVS or Walgreens along the route. In Tennessee, it'll be gas stations, but the choices are about the same. I was completely wiped out after I was done with these 8 days, and that worries me a bit since the race will be much more demanding. I was fortunate enough to have it be hot and humid, so I got lots of time in those conditions. Monday's call will tell you more of what I actually learned from my training, but I thought that this would give you an overview. I have one more week of actual training. I leave San Antonio on Sunday the 6th of July. It'll take 2 days to get there, and then I'll have a day to rest my legs from sitting. Then we take a really long bus ride, 8 hours from the finish to the start. That's July 9th, and then the race will finally start on July 10th. The 4 days before are filled with lots of sitting in my car and then on a bus, and a lot of socializing, not my favorite thing. Once I leave here on the 6th, the hotline calls will probably be different, and I'll explain that as we get closer since it's hard for people to remember. I could also use someone to help me with some of the technical stuff if anyone out there is willing to help and has time. Anyway, thanks for hanging with me, and on Monday I'll go over the lessons learned from my 2025 training. Have a diamond day and a diamond weekend.